First, we want to get your thoughts on the Khalil Mack deal. Just as somebody who's been around the league for so long and as a linebacker, what's your reaction to the trade? I'm
excited for the Bears. I mean, you give up 2 first-round picks. I think it's a great trade for them. And they get a second-round pick back for him.
Right.
Paid him. He deserved to be paid. I was hoping – I'm glad Oakland didn't get it done, but I thought he should have got paid by somebody. I'm very happy. He's a great player. Only player to earn first-team All-Pro defensive end and first-team All-Pro linebacker in the same year.
Yeah, he plays the position differently than you did, obviously.
Well, he's outside linebacker.
Pure pass rusher, right? And you were you could say linebackers, but you couldn't be more different with the things that you bring to a team.
Yeah.
People will say that what he brings to a football team right now is the single most important thing a defensive player can do. Is that inaccurate in your mind? The most important thing to do is get after the quarterback.
Put pressure on the quarterback. I agree. And in that division, you're going to have to. With the quarterbacks they have in that division now, they have the right player for that job.
They also have Roquan Smith. So this becomes a very interesting defense. He is more the heir apparent to your role.
Roquan's a good football player. Someone told me he may have a hamstring or something issue going on, but their defense was top 10 last year. You know, add these 2 guys to the mix, they should be a little better this year as well.
All right, this helmet tackle rule has been obviously a hot topic. I think your eye roll that you just did right there probably tells what you think. But even in some of the guys that I've talked to, actually Eric Weddle stood up in one of our production meetings and tried to demonstrate how you adjust your tackling because of this rule. What's your take on it?
I don't understand how you are supposed to tackle. And decisions happen so fast in the NFL. If you're a DB or a linebacker trying to adjust your angle on tackle, I mean, if you hit him with your face mask, I feel like that should be a legal tackle. And I know guys put their heads down. I'm curious to see if they call on the running backs like they say they're going to. I haven't seen one called yet. It's frustrating to watch the game now because those rules, they're going to change the outcomes of games.
And I understand that. I understand the frustration that a lot of fans are going to feel when these flags fly. But do you at least accept the notion that what they're doing is in trying to take the head out of the game? You understand what they're doing. Do you think in the long run what they're doing is the right thing for football?
I do. I agree with that. My son plays football, plays tackle this year, so I agree with the rules. I understand it. I just don't necessarily like the way it's being called during the games. You know, there's some hits that are really clean and the helmet's not involved, and they're still throwing the flag. So if they're going to review everything else, why not review that as well?
Yeah, good point. The Steelers waiting for Le'Veon Bell to sign his $14.5 million franchise tender as the window to negotiate has expired. What's your take just on all of this? Obviously, we've tried to specify he's not holding out.
Right.
He's just not showing up.
Just hanging out.
Yeah.
It's a business
That's a good way to put it. He's not holding out, he's hanging out.
Hanging out.
I'm pretty sure if he reported today or tomorrow, he'd probably still start on Sunday. I'm not sure how Coach Tomlin is with that, but I think last year was very similar as well. He missed most of training camp and came back in, still started. He's a great player. Hopefully he gets in there soon. But, you know, it's a business decision, and some guys do that stuff.
I get it, but see, here's the distinction. I understand totally. Don't talk to me about my money. That's the players, and I get that. So if you're Aaron Donald and you're holding out, you're Khalil Mack and you're holding out, that's not what he's doing. He can't get any more money. So if you're one of his teammates, does this bother you a little bit?
No, it's still a business decision. You know, in the end, he has to do what he thinks is best for himself. When he's there, he performs, and he's going to have to be there eventually, or he just won't play this year. But I don't think you can let it bother you. You got to worry about the guys that are there.
Really quick, you drafted him on your fantasy team?
Well, I was picking on my FanDuel app. I was picking winners, and if he's not playing this weekend, I'm going to take Cleveland because of Hard Knocks.
Fair enough. Again, Brian is here on behalf of FanDuel's Gridiron Pick'em contest. You went into the Hall of Fame this summer, well-deserved, and it was, as everyone I know in Chicago was thrilled to see it happen. One of the things that happened, of course, is that Terrell Owens wasn't there, and that created an enormous amount of conversation, and many of us wondered if it was taking something away from you guys who were there. How did it feel to you?
I felt bad for him that he wasn't there. You know, I think he deserved his due. Terrell was a great player. You know, I think all of us and all the guys in our class as well wanted him to be there. He just had he wanted to do his own thing, and more power to him. You know, I think he did what he wanted to do. I had no grudges, nothing like that. I just wish he was there to get his due. He's a great football player. I think he needs to get, you know, that's the one time you can be selfish. Up there, those 10, 15 minutes you have, or 35, however long you take, you can go up there and you can be selfish for that amount of time. So I just wish he'd have done that.
The best thing you said in that speech was that every single minute of it was fun to you, and that it looked.
I loved going to work every day. It was a blast.